and welcome back to the Hawks Nest, our new and improved weekly River Hawks podcast this season. This will be presented by Discover Muscatine Sports Network. I'm your host for today, Troy Hippen. If you remember last year, I was behind the cameras. I'm going to try to spend a little bit more time in front of them this year. Our guests today are owner and offensive coordinator Kyle Bass, the new addition to the River Hawks coaching staff, Devin Foreman, and then last but not least, the head coach, the one and only Eric Johnson. Fellas, how do we feel about this season today?
Excited, ready.
Good. Is there anybody particularly we're looking for?
As far as an opponent?
Yeah.
Oh, we're looking for March 20th, week 1. Absolutely.
Okay, that was...
I begged Coach, I said pretty early on, like, hey, no matter what happens, how young our team is, I think we want to play the Punishers week 1.
Oh, so you guys put that on the schedule yourself?
Not really. The schedule laid out. There was a scheduling committee put together that came out with 2 different versions, and that particular schedule had another opponent we were eyeballing, the Illinois Thundercats, and then Peoria was game 1. So worked out that way for us.
Good. Obviously, looking back at how the season ended last year, game right before the championship, everyone has their opinions on how that went. The side eyes, we all know. But looking back at that, what are some things that you can learn from, I guess, the team's mistakes that you can put forward this year to make sure you don't make that same mistake again?
You got to finish plays. You know, you got to finish. You got to play through the damn whistle, and you got to finish plays. You can't become a cheerleader because you think somebody's getting a sack and quit competing. You got an assignment, stay within the scheme, finish the play. That's it.
Speaking of schemes, Kyle, new quarterback in the system. How you feeling about him?
Feel really good. He's not young. He's played football. He's a local from Muscatine High School. Went on to play some college ball. It took him a few years to beg him to come on. I think I reached out to him our very first season when we first started. And now we're on year 7, and he's coming along. He's going to be different than what people expect to see. So what I mean by that is he's got a different style than the teams are used to seeing us play with, and we're going to be able to throw a little bit different schemes at him, where we're, I won't say too much, but we're going to be able to hide a lot with what it looks like we used to run to what we're actually going to run. So,
okay,
looking good.
It's good stuff. Devin, new coach. How are you feeling?
A little bit nervous, but I'm ready.
So obviously, everyone knows that at one point Eric was the defensive coordinator and the guru, as people would say. So how does it feel necessarily to follow in his footsteps, and what can you bring?
It's an honor. I mean, what I can bring is maybe some new material, maybe change up some of his material, not too much though, because this man is a genius. From everything I've seen on defense, he's a genius. I played against his defense, and it's a very top-notch defense.
I don't know if you can see it, but Eric's ego puffed up a little bit.
Do you have body pain, anxiety, depression, or just want to get better sleep? Then look no further than Cryo Wellness of Muscatine for your relief. They provide cryotherapy, a new, powerful, positive, and holistic therapy that can alleviate all your needs, from arthritic pain to overall mood improvement. They also offer body sculpting and teeth whitening. Stop in at 229 East 2nd Street in Muscatine, Iowa, or call 563-263-2392 to schedule your cryotherapy appointment today. Cryo Wellness of Muscatine are proud sponsors of River Hawks football.
We're back here on the River Hawks Media Network. Diallo gets the ball, heads left, heads to the right. He breaks a couple of tackles and he could go. He's to the 20, to the 10. Could go all the way for a Boonies River Hawks touchdown.
Man, I'm hungry.
And what's this, folks? A change of events as Diallo's off the field. Looks like he's on Iowa Avenue in Muscatine. I think he said something about being hungry. He crosses the street. He jumps the curb. Oh, look no further. He's at Boonies on the Avenue. Let's head inside.
What's a pizza?
That is an MVP play, and you could be the MVP of your team at home by heading to Boonies on the Avenue in Muscatine. A family restaurant with over 27 big screen TVs, daily food and drink specials to cater the needs of any sports fan, from a rookie to a Hall of Famer. Looking for a night out or a place to watch the big game? Look no further than Boonies on the Avenue, located at 214 Iowa Avenue in Muscatine, or by phone at 563-263-0626. Boonies on the Avenue, proud sponsors of Muscatine River Hawks football. If you are looking for signs for your team or business, look no further than High Tech Signs and Apparel, a state-of-the-art, full-service sign shop. And from the clean and modern off-light shop to the latest technology in designing and producing signs, High Tech Signs has a sales staff of over 25 years' experience to cater your every need. Services include large format digital printing, interior signage, exterior signage, vehicle solutions, and apparel. When it comes to solving the sign problems, the solution is High Tech Signs and Apparel. Located at 3359 Middle Road, Suite 2 in Bettendorf, you can call them with any of your questions at 563-449-9400. High Tech Signs and Apparel, proud sponsors of Muscatine River Hawks football. Have some critters bugging you and your home team or business? Call The Bugman, the top quality pest control service in Muscatine. Services include tackling ants, bed bugs, bees, cockroaches, fleas or mites, hornets, wasps, home inspections, and so much more. Give them a call at 563-554-2847. The Bugman, proud sponsor of the Muscatine River Hawks.
If you're in the Davenport area, check out the Dam View. Welcome to your favorite dive bar tucked away downtown. They host a wide range of beers, many of which are local, as well as daily specials, good service, and a large patio. Contact them at 563-324-4434. Proud supporters of the Muscatine River Hawks.
If you're in the mood for some new ink, look no further than Pearl City Tattoo. Bill Kaufman opened Pearl City Tattoo in 2005 and has grown to be the most recommended tattoo shop in Muscatine, believing that every customer deserves the best experience possible, and they set the standard for communication, prompt scheduling, and transparent pricing. You have questions, you can reach out to Bill on Facebook and Instagram or contact them at 563-263-7001. Proud sponsors of Muscatine River Hawks.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like there are some things to be looking forward to this season, especially with the new coaching staff. Definitely a lot of new players as well too. But Eric, what exactly are you excited for? I know you said March 20th game, correct? Week 1.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to that. But just in all, what are your hopes for this season?
Well, championship's always, first and foremost, we carry a high standard in Muscatine. We're used to winning, and the expectation is always the championship. We're also real proud of how we approach the game. The guys show up to practice, they work hard, they prepare the right way. I think we teach the approach the right way. I think we get guys prepared to move on to another level. Guys that have been pros have came back and played for us when COVID came. They didn't have nowhere to go. We were honored to have some of those guys come around and play for us, be interested in our program. We've moved to helped a couple guys get to another level. It's all on the player, what he wants to make that opportunity, but I think we do go about it the right way in teaching stuff and how to prepare guys.
Wonderful. So with that being said, what exactly is the river? Like, what exactly are the River Hawks? You talked about kind of like that culture that you bring every day to the field. Like, what exactly is that in layman's terms, specific terms?
I'm going to let Devin take that one. I want to hear from an opponent, a former opponent. What is a River Hawk?
You want my honest opinion what a River Hawk is? A nasty, destroying team that they do not let up, whether it's offense or defense. Don't never give up. They keep the gas on full throttle.
Yeah, that was definitely something we saw last year too. There's some situations that watching any other game, you'd probably think, oh, well, here they go. They're going to lay down and kind of just take it. And no, Riverhawks came back and punched them in the mouth and made it a close game. And that's definitely going to be exciting to see this season. I do know, like we said, new pieces, going to be interesting to see. But without giving away too much, how have we been looking so far this year? Obviously, don't want to like spoil anything.
Overall, I've been pleased with the level of competition. The guys are competing with each other, the effort. Really pleased to see our quarterback fitting in some tight windows. We have a revamped secondary, and so these guys are not losing track of receivers behind them down the field. So when we're having to fit tight windows, they're hard throws to make, and the receivers are winning some of those battles, and my DBs are winning some of those battles. So the overall competition, it's getting chippy right about now too. So it's good we're a couple weeks away.
They're hungry.
Good. That is definitely something that a lot of teams struggle with. The more you practice, the more chippy you get, because you don't want to hit your own teammates. You want to hit somebody that you aren't going to see every day. But with that being said, like, have you guys been able to have practices outside?
Oh, yeah.
I know like the weather's been kind of all over the place. I mean, we had 70-degree weather last weekend. Today we got snow outside. Like, what exactly have you been able to do?
So one thing is really we've been able to run full defense, full offense, field size, because we were lucky enough to be able to utilize the Van Heck Center this year at the Muscatine High School. It's a double-wide gym, and it got us that much further along. But we've been outside the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's been nice enough. The first weekend, I think, was a little chilly, but other than that, it's been fair enough and been hitting. I missed the last couple weeks due to other duties, but other than that, yeah. It's really a complete turned-over football team. A lot of new faces, and just to go off of what Eric said, how do we look? For young talent, we look pretty good. And it's going to be surprising to the league and the team to see new faces come in and perform. And I think we've done a good job since year one. We've always brought guys into who the league would say is, who are you? You know, you're nobody, who are you? Muscatine has the reputation of bringing a new guy in and that guy saying, here's who I am. That's going to happen with a good 20 guys this season.
Oh, wow. Really looking forward to that. That's always one thing I always mark on my calendars is any Riverhawks game, because you never know what's going to happen. Hopefully a win. I mean, last year there was close games, blowout games, games that were close but not in our favor, sideline antics. So hopefully all that's cleaned up this year, obviously. But you know, you got a championship goal in mind, and hearing all this about the team, young talent going to be surprising the league, I have no doubt that there's serious possibility that there is a chance at that championship title. Not to like call anybody out, but if you could have your perfect matchup in the championship game, who would you want?
The next best available opponent.
Yep.
You know why that answer came? Because it's not possible for us in the Punishers, I believe, right?
No, it is.
It is possible.
It is possible.
Okay. So we switched to some division play, so it's going to be a little mix-up, but the playoffs, I think they opened up. So
Yeah. So the format this year is different. We're back to conference play, the Lincoln Conference and the Mississippi Valley Conference. I believe we're the Lincoln Conference, or no, we're the Mississippi Valley. Yeah, we're the Mississippi Valley. So that's us and the Midwest Hawks, the Peoria Punishers, and the Quad City Nighthawks. And in the Lincoln Conference, it's Illinois Thundercats, Mid-State Thunderbirds, Saginaw County Savages, and the Effingham County Chiefs. Yeah, the Effingham. I'm sorry, it's Southern Illinois Chiefs. Yeah. Southern Illinois Chiefs. I got to get used to the new name. It was two teams that merged, which should be exciting for that community as well. But
what two teams was that?
The Effingham County Storm and Clark County Chiefs.
Okay.
They were geographically about 20 minutes apart, so it just kind of made sense to watch them come together, add depth to that area, and not pluck talent from one another. Then the playoff format. So you get everybody twice a year, and you got 2 non-conference games. The playoff format, though, is the 1 and 3 seed from one conference will stay where they are, and the 2 and 4 will play the other conference. So you do have a chance to avoid playing a team 3 times in a season. You get a chance to see an opponent maybe you hadn't seen all year in the playoffs. So it should be fun. It's going to be a different format, and it's going to be exciting to see some of the matchups. And so conference play is going to be real important as far as where you line up. I mean, you could be a 2 seed and end up on the road.
Wow. That kind of makes things interesting because you always want to be a high seed to have those home games.
Right.
But saying that definitely kind of throws a wrench in everybody's kind of thoughts about everything. The Thundercats, are they a brand new team?
No.
Coalition of another team?
Yeah, old team.
Yeah.
Old team?
Yeah, from Decatur, Illinois.
Okay.
ITC took a year off last year. 2019, they were the league champs. And then they were the team that hosted the first ever kind of national game for our 8-man semi-pro. They played the Metro Militia in Burlington for a national title, and they won that. The Punishers got to do that again last year with Queen City, so we've had 2 representatives from our league go and play in national title games and come out. Our team comes out on top, or our league comes out on top. So that's been it's got some other leagues' attention a little bit. I mean, it's put us on the map as far as the M8FL goes. It's exciting for that. I know there's some other leagues that have come up in the southern divisions now. They're moving away from the indoor rules and looking to go more traditional. One, to not have to adjust to their rules to play us on the national level, but compete. So we've kind of set the trend with that as a league.
Hearing all this talk just kind of makes me remember just how great the 2 minds of Kyle and Eric are. I mean, they are, not to like boost anybody's ego here, but you 2 are Hall of Famers for the River Hawks. There was an induction ceremony last season. Do either of you want to just talk a little bit about that? Because I know there's someone else very important to this team that was in the mix.
No, Kyle,
I'll bring it up a little bit. So we decided we were going to do Hall of Fame officially. We talked about it for years.
Yeah.
Like, how cool would it be? We get to the point. So many years in, we start on Hall of Fame. Well, we're to that point, and we decided that we would induct Desmond Cunningham into the Hall of Fame, and Sam and I thought, well, how cool would it be to actually induct Eric into the Hall of Fame with Desmond, because they actually came as a pair. If it wasn't for Desmond, we wouldn't have Eric. If it wasn't for Eric, we'd have never had Desmond. So we did it behind his back, and then it kind of got interesting from there. But yeah, so a lot of fun.
Yeah, so the whole time they're plotting against me, and my wife is involved in the entire thing. I had decided, we wouldn't have a Riverhawk team if it's not for Kyle and Sam. I told my wife, we're going to put them in behind their back. And so the whole time, my wife's kind of the middleman for this whole Hall of Fame thing. She knows I'm being put in by Kyle and Sam. She's helping me get Kyle and Sam all the apparel or whatever that we want to do for, to make a production out of it, because, we don't do anything small.
That's true.
Jackets and all.
I was like, if Eric's got anything to do with it, it is full blown, full send.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun to see everybody kind of in shock and all about the whole thing. It was cool at the banquet. They go, "Oh, go get the plaque, Eric," and I go and see it, and I grab it, and I see there's a second plate on there, and I look, saw my name, I damn near broke down. I was like, I don't like that spotlight thing, and all that, and I didn't even know what to do. I turned around like Rain Man all of a sudden. Didn't have a clue how to respond. And always grateful for all this. It's been this whole experience has been one of the greatest things I've ever been around as far as football's always about that brotherhood and all that stuff, and that's the stuff I love about this game. And I do love teaching guys football and all that stuff, but it's those moments and you're just like, man, that's cool, so that's a lot of fun.
One thing we do, like, what is a river hawk, right? One of the questions you asked, and something that I always strived on since day one is how I would explain what we want it to be is a family with a football hobby. That's a river hawk.
Yeah, that sounds about right, truthfully. I remember sitting in the back table of that Hall of Fame kind of induction night, and I remember you walking over to that table, and you did look, and you were like, what? What? And me, I had no idea. I don't think anybody knew. Maybe some did, but it was definitely, I could tell. I told my girlfriend, I was like, Eric's choking up right now.
Yeah.
He's choking up. I was like, I've never seen Eric this like this right now. So that was definitely a different side of you that a lot of people don't see.
Yeah.
I tell everybody though that you're just a big mean teddy bear, which
it's always been more important for me to look scary than actually have to act on it. So
yeah, true. Well, truthfully, I'm running out of questions. I had a whole bunch, but now I'm kind of lost in it, losing it. So is there anything you guys specifically want to say before it's all said and done? Devin, if you want to go first.
I'm just ready for the season to start. That's my main focus right now. Wake up and think about it, go to sleep thinking about it.
Dedication. Love that. Anything from the two masterminds, Hall of Famers? I don't know what else to call you. Boosting you even more.
Honestly, I think just overall the experience this year, what we're going into, we've been blessed with a lot of support from this new media team and the high school. We've really just been filled with more support than we expected. The stadium use, what the schools opened up with, the new media production that we're going to be dealing with this year by far. This is as big as we'll be able to get besides that next level, and that's what we're trying to provide to the guys. So besides being excited for football in the season, just the community support that we've been able to gather in the last 8 months or so has been pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's an exciting part. Getting to partner with the Pearl City media crew and this entire sports network is unreal. It's going to add to our product, help grow our brand. Hopefully, we offer a lot back in return as far as the attention we garner in a positive way, and everybody feels good about the relationship. But for this, like I told the guys at the beginning of the year, this is my last year coaching. I need a couple years off, so it's important to me just to win. I'd like to go out on top like anybody else. I got an ego, so I'd like to walk away a champion before. I won't be done with the football, but I'll be done coaching for a while. Somebody else got to carry the message.
Hopefully you have a little bit better luck than Coach K at Duke. I don't know if any of you watch college basketball, but it was his last game at Cameron Indoor, and North Carolina came in and told him he was mistaken, thinking he could walk out with him. It really is. But I was watching that game, and everyone sitting there like almost in tears that Coach K lost his last home game, and I was like, it's suitable.
Yeah.
So hopefully you'll have better luck this season,
Yeah.
walking out with a win and a trophy. But with that being said, this is obviously our first episode this season, so Jake does not have a chalk talk, obviously because Jake is not here. But he will hopefully have a chalk talk this season. If not, we'll have somebody fill in, do it, but you'll have the typical setup. We'll do intros and have interviews. We'll have more people. Who are we expecting next week? Anybody? Two players, right? Two players though?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Gotta be players,
Perfect.
start getting players
So we'll kind of advertise that a little bit as we get closer to that date, just who the two players will be. But keep an eye out on that on all of our social media platforms as well too. Like I said, no chalk talk, so we're going to take a quick break and then we'll do the outro.
Are you looking for insurance? Well, look no further than Jerry Ivy with State Farm Insurance. Jerry and his team strive to build strong and lasting relationships by providing excellent service to their customers. They offer all kinds of insurance from auto and home, renter's insurance, business insurance, life and health insurance, and they even offer pet insurance. Stop in at his office Monday through Friday, located at 2405 North University Street in Peoria, Illinois, or call 309-222-8144 for an insurance claim today. Jerry and his team are proud sponsors of Riverhawks football.
Looking for a bite to eat after the game? Head on down to Boonies on the Avenue, a family restaurant and sports bar in downtown Muscatine with great food, an excellent atmosphere, and 27 big screen TVs. Located at 214 Iowa Avenue, Muscatine, Iowa. Contact us at 563-263-0626. Boonies on the Avenue, proud fans and supporters of the Muscatine River Hawks. High Tech Signs. High Tech Signs is a state-of-the-art full-service sign shop. From their clean and modern off-like shop to their latest technology in designing and producing signs, they are high tech. Their design, production, and sales staff has over 25 years of experience. So when it comes to solving your sign problems, the solution is High Tech Signs. Contact them at 563-449-9400, proud supporters of Muscatine River Hawks football.
Looking for some sweet new ink? Owner and artist Bill Kaufman opened Pearl City Tattoo in 2005 and has grown to be the most recommended tattoo shop in Muscatine, believing every customer deserves the best experience possible and sets the standard for communication, prompt scheduling, and transparent pricing. If you have questions, you can reach out to him personally on Facebook or Instagram or call them at Pearl City Tattoo and Lounge, 563-263-7001. And as always, proud supporters of Muscatine Riverhawks football. Go Riverhawks!
Holler's Bar and Grill. Food to drool over and entertainment to make you dance. This is what you would imagine in a Quad Cities bar, and Holler's Bar and Grill is just the place to have it. Serving happy hour every day from 3 to 5 p.m. with daily drink and food specials. They also deliver. Contact them at 309-277-9028. Holler's Bar and Grill, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
So like usual, this is Troy Hippen with me, Kyle Bass, Devin Foreman, and Eric Johnson. This is your Hawks Nest. If you can't tell by the banner in front, this is presented by Discover Muscatine Sports Network. They are a big partnership that we've had this season, being able to show our games and our podcast on Discover Muscatine.
With that being said, huge thank you to them. I know we talked about like a bigger broadcast and a bigger production that we're putting out. That is all thanks to that new partnership with Discover Muscatine Sports Network. They did your Muskie games and everything else like that. So that is a huge addition to this team, and we are forever thankful for them being able to boost our image. It's going to help some guys in the future, hopefully. But with that said, we will see you all next week, hopefully for a preview of the game coming up.